Good morning, students, and welcome to another online life science classroom of St. Michael's Academy. Today, we are going to discuss organs and systems of animals. That means we are going to complete the external structure of a toad. So, let's start. A transparent nictitating membrane or third eyelid is present. Already I have shown you the diagram in my live class of an eye of a toad. So, hope so you have understood what is nictitating membrane or third eyelid in case of toad. And it is stretched to cover the eyeball. So, you can see in the diagram, this is eye of a toad and this is the nictitating membrane over there. And or you can say that this is the third eyelid. Now, behind each eye, a circular area known as eardrum or tympanum is present. Actually, eardrum represents ear in case of toad. Now you see the diagram. This is the tympanum, circular area, tympanum or eardrum. Okay. So behind each eye, this is eye and this is behind this tympanum is present. Hope so you have understood. And you can relate this diagram with this theory portion. Now, the next one. Just behind each tympanum, there is an elongated elevation called parotid gland. So, behind eye, there is tympanum. And behind tympanum, there is parotid gland. You please see the second diagram. Here, you can see this is eye of a toad. And obviously, this is tympanum. And see, within a box it has been shown that it is parotid gland which is present behind that tympanum. So it's an elongated elevation. See, it's elongated elevation like structure called parotid gland. These paired glands secrete a whitish, pungent and sticky juice. Why paired? Because this side one parotid gland and another side of toad, another parotid gland is present. So two parotid glands. That's why paired parotid glands present. Now from parotid glands, a whitish means colored white, pungent and sticky juice is secreted. Pungent means with pungent smell. That means an irritating smell you can say. And sticky juice. That means it can stick with anything actually. So jelly-like substance you can say. So it is a poisonous secretion and causes nausea and affects the heart in man if swallowed. That means it is poisonous. Poisonous chemical is there. So that's why it is poisonous and causes nausea. Nausea means, I don't know whether you know or not. Actually, nausea means when blood come out from your nose. So this is called nausea. It may cause this disease and affects the heart in case of man if swallowed by man. So it's dangerously poisonous for a human being. Now, why this type of secretion happen? Because this helps frog or toad in defense. So when the secretion falls in the eyes and nose, it causes irritation but rarely affects the skin. You have understood what they want to say, that when this type of secretion falls in the eyes or nose, irritation may happen, but generally it doesn't affect skin. Now, these glands act as the organs of offense and defense. Just now I have said that this type of sticky juice which is secreted from parotid gland actually helps toad or frog in defense and offense. That means actually it is used for toad's protection, you can say. The skin on the floor of the buccal cavity becomes inflated to form vocal sac in males. I told you in the class, Zoom class, which one is buccal cavity. So on the floor of buccal cavity actually becomes inflated. That means more or less flattened to form a vocal sac in case of males. Previously I told you there is a difference between the voice between male and female. So this is the reason actually vocal sac of males is thicker than female. Hope so you have understood. So the trunk is broad, short and flattened. See the diagram. This is the trunk portion. You also know trunk has been shown after head, trunk, and this portion is broad. You can see short and flattened type of structure. Now numerous small elevations known as warts are present on the dorsal side of the body of a toad. Numerous small elevations. See this black color, this black color spotted thing, actually warts, bags like structure, small bags like structure. This is called warts. These are present on the dorsal side of the body of a toad. The cloacal aperture or vent is located on the dorsal side of the posterior end of the body between the two hind limbs. Actually, there is between the two hind limbs, there is vent or cloacal aperture is present. Follow the leisure that I am showing you. So this is actually between the two hind limbs, the cloacal aperture or vent is present. There are two pairs of limbs. These are of unequal size. This is very important characteristics of a toad. Please remember this. The forelimbs are smaller than the hind limbs. In case of male and female both, forelimbs are smaller. You can see forelimbs are smaller than the hind limbs. Now each forelimb consists of brachium, that is upper arm. You please see the diagram, you will understand. See here, this is upper arm. That portion is upper arm. This portion, upper arm or brachium. And antebrachium, that is forearm. Actually, upper arm and forearm. See, this portion is upper arm. This portion is forearm or antebrachium. Next one, a wrist and a manus or hand. This is the wrist. This is wrist. And this portion with finger, this is manus or hand. So there are four parts in forelimbs. This is upper arm or brachium. This is forearm or antebrachium. This is wrist and the finger portion is manus or hand. Hope so you have understood. The hand is followed by 4 digits. You can see 4 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here also 1, 2, 3, 4 digits. Here digits means you know finger. Actually they are trying to say. So the hand is followed by 4 digits. In male individual, a cushion-like thumb pad or nuptial pad develops during breeding season at the basal part of inner finger. This is a characteristics by which you can differentiate between male toad and female toad. Another characteristics you can say, actually this is the external characteristics. Another characteristic that you can say, in previous slide only I told you here, that by voice. Because male toad voice is more thicker than female toad. So these are the two important characteristics by which you can differentiate between a male toad and a female toad. Now see what they have actually told. In male individual, a cushion-like thumb pad develops during breeding season. Cushion-like thumb pad. Actually, this dotted portion, hope so you see. So in breeding season means when reproduction occurs, breeding or reproduction occurs in case of toad. Generally this season is rainy season. When actually the process is this time male toad used to call a female toad by their thicker voice, and then breeding or fertilization occur. Process is not in your syllabus, so just I am telling you the special characteristics which develops during this breeding season. So in male toad their voice obviously change, and this type of thumb pad develops. You can see this black round small rounded structure actually develops, which is called thumb pad, develops during breeding season at the basal part of inner finger. That means basal part, you can understand this is not the dorsal part or the ventral portion of the inner finger. See, I am showing you, see, these are actually thumb pad. Now the hind limbs are strongly built and are much longer than the forelimbs. The hind limb is stronger and much longer than forelimbs. It happens in both male and female. But this thumb pad develops only in case of male toad. Now, these two limbs are modified for jumping and swimming. That you also know. That's why actually a toad is called amphibia. Each hind limb is composed of a proximal sector. Proximal means the previous sector, actually first sector, that is called femur or thigh. You can see this is thigh. So this portion is called femur, which is followed by crush or shank. This portion is crush or shank. Distal to the shank lies the pes or foot. So this portion is foot. You can see pes or foot. So three portions are there in case of hind limbs. One is thigh, second one is shank, and the third one is foot. The foot consists of a long tarsal region and 5 elongated slender digits. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have remembered just now I told you there are 4 digits in 4 limbs of toad, but there are 5 digits in hind limbs of a toad. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. The foot consists of a long tarsal region and 5 elongated slender digits. The digits are united by webs which helps in swimming. What is web? You can see there is a line like this, web-like structure. That means every digits are joined with a thin skin that is called web. One more time I am repeating. Every digits of hind limbs of a toad are connected by a thin membrane-like structure. That's actually the portion of skin, but it's a membrane-like structure. This is called web, W-E-B, web. The digits are united by webs which helps in swimming. So this is the reason behind this why web is present in hind limb. So that actually toad is called amphibia. Hope so the total external structure that I have half portion I have discussed in live class and half of the portion I have discussed here today you have understood. If you have any type of query, then obviously you know you can ask me always in the Zoom class. So thank you class and have a nice day.